a toy RC drone, thinking that, hey, I want to make some drone footage for my vlogs, and you're struggling. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible drone pilot. Why can't I fly this thing? It's not you, it's the drone that you picked. Have you ever noticed, like, if you've been flying a drone for a while, you get approached by people every now and then, and there's always asked the same questions most of the time, right? Is that a drone?
Yep, it's a drone.
Does it have a camera on it?
Oh yeah, it's got a camera. Yep.
How high does it fly?
About 400 feet legally.
Was it expensive?
A little bit. It's a little expensive.
All right. So I wanted to share with you guys today my thoughts on what drone you should get if you're novice and new at flying drones. I see some comments sometimes about people telling me that, hey, I got a drone, but I'm having a hard time flying it. I don't understand. I think the biggest reason when you have a rough time like that is it's probably, oh, it's really sunny. I'm leaving my hat on, sorry. It's probably not you that's causing the problem. It's probably the drone that you picked. There are different types of drones. There are toy drones, little toy RC drones, and then there's also kind of more professional photography type drones. And if you're trying to make YouTube videos or get beautiful pictures, beautiful video footage with the drone, then you want to go with something like a DJI. But there's a lot of DJI drones out there on the market. Which one do you want to get? How do you know? And they're expensive, so you don't want to like waste your money either. Well, here's my advice. If you're new to drones and maybe looking for the first one, and you want to get like a good bang for your buck, and you want a good drone, then you should think something more like the Mini 2. And I'll tell you why. The Mini 2 with the Fly More combo, and I always suggest to get the Fly More combo so you can get this bag. You get extra batteries, a charging hub, which really makes it worth it. You can charge all 3 batteries at a time. Each battery flies, they advertise for a half an hour, but my first battery, I don't know if it's because it was new, but the first time I put a battery in this, I bought this drone for my wife. I fly it more than her. Sorry, Rose. But the thing flew more than a half hour. Yeah, half hour's, I think, a conservative estimate sometimes on that. And I guess it depends on where you're at, the climate, the temperature, and a lot of things like that. But this little drone right here, get the lid off of there. The reason why, one of the main reasons why I would suggest this one is it comes under, I don't know if you can see it, but it weighs 249 grams, which falls underneath the 250 gram, which will make you, if you're over 250 grams, you have to register it with the FAA. And that's no big deal, I guess, but it's just one less thing you have to do. You don't have to worry about registering this little guy with the FAA. Now, one of the mistakes I see a lot of people do is they'll buy this drone and then they'll go online and they'll add landing gear that they don't need or lights that they don't need, and they add weight to this, and what they do is they put their drone over that 249 grams, and then now they should literally, legally, probably register it with the FAA. You don't need all that. That stuff doesn't help you have fun or get good footage. One cool thing, let's talk about the camera settings. One cool thing with this drone, you know, in the price range that it comes, you can get the Fly More combo for a little under $500. I'm going to put links in the description of this video so that you can check them out. Checking out my Amazon links helps this channel, so I would appreciate if you would click on them and check it out. This little guy, this drone, it's small compared to the Mavic Air. I also have a Mavic Air. I didn't buy the Air 2S yet because I feel like since I have a Mavic Air, I really don't need the Air 2S yet. I'm kind of waiting for the Mavic 3 to come out, but that's a different story. So your first drone, this is a good choice, and here's why. It's got a great camera. You can film at 4K up to 30 frames per second. You've got 2.7K settings. and you also have 1080p settings up to 60 frames per second. And I would say the fact DJI has really dialed in the camera on this, for video and taking pictures, where really, if you're new to flying drones, you can take this out of the box. You don't have to do much with video settings. You can take your, film something, take the card out, transfer it to your computer, and you'll have some pretty good looking footage without doing any color grading or anything like that. Now, of course, you can do color grading and you can use LUTs and do all of that if you would like. But I would say when you first get your drone, a new drone, you probably don't know a lot about editing drone footage. And I think it's nice that you start kind of in that sweet spot where you can take it out of the box and get some nice footage. It takes really good pictures. Also with video, with the video settings in 4K, and I think I didn't look at the others. I didn't look at 2.7 or 1080, but I'm sure it's there. There's a zoom. There's a digital zoom in this camera, which is very cool if you're out flying the drone around and you're like spot something that you want to get a little closer to, but maybe you just one little button, click it, and it zooms in, and it's a really cool feature. I like that. It's also in the Mavic Air 2. The difference between like this drone and let's say the Air 2S, which is the newer drone that DJI has out, is camera settings. I would say the Air 2S has way more camera settings. It'll go into 4K up to 60 frames per second. It has an HDR setting for filming in high dynamic range. It takes up to like 48 megapixel pictures. So there are some advantages. When you step up, when you pay an extra $600 or $700 and go and buy an Air 2S, because they're like $1,200 for the Fly More combo, I believe. And so I'll put a link of that one in the description too, so you can check it out. When you step up to that, you do get some extras. It's worth the money if you need that. If you're just like a lot of us and you like putting a drone up in the air, getting little footage for a vlog, you don't want to spend a lot of time in post with your editing, you want something like this that the camera's already dialed into the sweet spot that does a good job. This is hard to beat. This is really hard to beat for the price range that it is. So I would say if you're a beginning drone pilot, step up to this. I know that you can get toy drones and they advertise them for less than $100 and things like that, but there is a huge difference in what you get. Toy drones are hard to fly. The cameras are crap. They may advertise that they have things like altitude hold, but it works off a barometer. It doesn't hold perfectly steady like something that works off GPS. These work off of GPS. When you go to launch it, it tells you right on the controller how many GPS satellites it locks onto. It sets a home point when you take off. So if something happens between you or between the drone and the controller, it will always return to the home point so you don't lose your drone. You can launch it and it can just sit there and hover by itself without you even touching the controller because it's locked on to satellites, GPS satellites that hold it in place. It is so much easier to fly. If you have bought a drone, a toy RC drone, thinking that, hey, I want to make some drone footage for my vlogs, and you're struggling, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible drone pilot. Why can't I fly this thing? It's not you, it's the drone that you picked. Step up to something like this, a Mini 2. With the Fly More combo is like around $500. I think if you get it without the Fly More combo, it comes with the controller and one battery is like $350. Save up for that, you'll be better off. Amazon's always putting like deals where you can get their credit card and you get a huge discount and things like that, and 6 months interest free, 12 months interest free. I would go for something like that versus the toy. You'll be a lot more satisfied and happy with the end results. What else? Okay. I think I covered everything about this little drone. If there's anything you want to add in the comments about something that I left out or something that you want to see in a future video, throw it in the comments down there. Also, if you like this type of content, find drone stuff cool, travel cool, then consider clicking the subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you can get notifications on future videos. Hey, I'm Scott and this is my journey, and I will see you in the next video.